Welcome to Portimao. David Coulthard here, and I have a very special guest. Many were asking where he was, but Donald Trump wasn't missing, folks. He was just, as I understand it, completely lost in the world of sim racing. A tremendous honor to have you with us today, Donald. What a race we have ahead. And a tough start for Daniel, born in the yellow Ferrari. He failed to set a qualifying lap time during this week's GTE race, which means he'll be starting from P17.
I'm very excited, David. It's going to be a tremendous race, the best race. These cars, they're beautiful, powerful machines. We're going to see some incredible things today, some really incredible things. I can feel it. It's going to be a big.
The tension is palpable on the grid. Engines are humming, drivers holding their breath, waiting for that sequence of lights. This is the moment where strategy goes out the window and pure instinct takes over. So much can be won or lost right here at the start. And it's green light, green light. We are racing here in Portimao. The field thunders towards turn one, a huge pack of GTE cars all jostling for position. This is always a heart-in-mouth moment. It's a funnel into that first corner. Will they all survive? Oh, there's contact! I can see spinning cars up ahead. And Bourne is involved. The yellow Ferrari makes contact and sends an Aston Martin spinning. Chaos in the opening seconds. It is absolute carnage through turn one. Cars are scattered everywhere, pointing in all directions. The race director is keeping a green, no safety car. And Daniel Bourne, despite the contact, has managed to get his Ferrari pointing the right way and is going again.
He's got a lot of damage, a tremendous amount. You can see it. It's a very, very badly damaged car. It's going to be tough for him, very tough. We'll see if he has the talent. Some people say he doesn't.
Well, whatever the damage, he's lost a number of positions in that Millie, started P17, and after all that chaos, he finds himself having made some initial progress, but now he's dropped back. He's currently running in 13th position. A long race ahead. And there's a lockup from Bourne. That damaged car is clearly not easy to handle. He's run deep into the corner and onto the runoff.
He's back on the track. A good recovery, a very strong recovery. He's in 13th place. Many people would have quit, but he's a fighter. You have to respect that. He has tremendous fighting spirit, believe.
And just as Bourne recovers, we see trouble for someone else up ahead. That looks like the Portimao, who has found himself taking a trip through the gravel trap. That's a costly mistake.
And now Bourne is P12. See, he's moving up. People said it was over for him, but he's making a big comeback, a huge comeback. This is what winning looks like. It's beautiful. He's a winner.
More drama on this opening lap. The Cadillac of Labar Benchon is going around, a full 360-degree spin in the middle of the track. That's a real handful to control. Other cars swerve to avoid him, and through it all, Daniel Bourne picks his way through the chaos and gains yet another position. Remarkable. So after one of the most chaotic opening laps I've seen, Daniel Bourne has somehow navigated his damaged Ferrari from P17 at the start through a collision and up to PLL1, but he can't rest. Aragori and another Ferrari is right on his gearbox, looking to challenge.
I wasn't missing, David. The fake news, they say I'm missing. It's a disgrace. I was in a secret bunker, a very secure location with the world's greatest racing simulator, the best. It had everything. The screens were huge, the biggest you've ever seen. The steering wheel, beautiful Italian leather. I was training, getting faster. The fastest anyone has ever been in a simulator, faster than anybody. They said my lap times were a world record. A beautiful world record that will probably never be beaten. It's true. The best people were there. They saw it. It was incredible.
Well, that's quite the story, Donald. Back on track, the race has settled slightly after that frantic start. The drivers are finding their rhythm now, looking after their tires and planning for the long haul. A different phase now. And speaking of progress, Daniel Bourne has done a fantastic job of recovering. He's now latched onto the back of the main pack, the cars that survived that first corner incident cleanly. He's just picked off another car, moving him into the top 10 from P17 on the grid with a damaged car after a turn one incident. To be running in P10 is a phenomenal recovery drive so far. He's really showing some great racecraft out there today, but the pressure is still on. But that pressure is mounting. Aragori has stayed with him this whole time and is now closing in, looking very racy in that number 26 Ferrari. This fight isn't over. And just as I say that, Bourne runs wide. A small mistake, but it's opened the door for Aragori behind.
He keeps the position. Very strong defense, the best defense. The other guy, he tried, but it wasn't good enough. Bourne is very tough, a very tough competitor. He's not going to give it up. Now we have a straight, a big straight. We'll see who has the best engine. I think Bourne has the best engine.
Down the main straight they come, nose to tail. Aragori is tucked right up under the rear wing of Bourne, getting a massive tow. This is his best opportunity to make a move. He'll be looking to pull out just before the braking zone. Bourne has to defend perfectly. And Bourne does just enough. He holds the inside line and Aragori thinks better of it. No challenge comes. A very strong piece of defensive driving from Daniel Bourne.
Look at that. There's a Porsche in the gravel, a big mistake from that.
And that is Os again. That's his second trip off the circuit in this race. He's really struggling to find the limits of the track in that Porsche. He gets it back onto the tarmac, thankfully without any assistance, but he will have lost a huge amount of time and probably a few positions in the process. He'll be incredibly frustrated with himself for that one. It's just not his day so far, a real shame.
You know, this reminds me of the simulation. The deep state, they locked me in. They said you can't leave, very unfair. They put up a ghost car, a very fast ghost car, a rigged ghost car probably. They said I had to beat it to get out. It was very, very unfair what they did. But I'm a winner, so I beat it. I beat it by a lot more than anyone has ever beaten a ghost car before. A record, they told me.
Back to the battle for P10, and Aragori gets a huge lock up right behind Bourne. A big puff of blue smoke from those front tires. He nearly ran into him.
He's looking for a way past. It's a tremendous battle, the best battle of the race so far. This is what the people want to see. Two great drivers fighting hard, but Bourne is smarter. He's tougher. He has the best car, the best strategy. The other guy doesn't stand a chance. He's going to crack under the pressure.
And now he makes a move. Aragori dives. Fantastic clean racing from both! And Bourne concedes the position. A smart move, really. He saw the move was done and decided not to fight a losing battle and risk more contact with that damaged car. And we should remind everyone, this is a track that Daniel Bourne doesn't know very well at all. It's his first time racing here, so he's learning the braking points and racing lines, all while defending in a damaged car. To have put up such a fight for so long is actually incredibly impressive. He's driving on pure instinct at this point, and you can see he's struggling in certain corners compared to the drivers around him.
So now Bourne is in 9th place. He let him go. It was a strategic move, a very smart 4D chess move. He's setting him up for later. The other guy, Aragori, he's in P8, but he used up his tires. His tires are shot, believe me. Bourne has the best tire management, the best. He's going to come back very strong, you watch. He's playing the long game, a very stable genius at work. In my bunker, I had to learn every track, the best tracks. They gave me nothing, only Diet Cokes through a little slot in the door. It was very, very unfair. He's gone wide. The G-force machine they hooked me up to was tremendous. The doctors, great doctors, said they'd never seen anyone handle G-forces like me. The strongest ever, very powerful. It would make other people, weak people, pass out, but not me. It made me stronger. It made me a better driver, the best driver.
Well, that little off-track excursion has cost Bourne a significant amount of time. He's lost the slipstream to Aragori, and now his mirrors are going to be full of cars he'd previously dispatched. The recovering Os in the Porsche and Labarbanchon in the Cadillac are now closing in rapidly. He was fighting for P8 a moment ago. Now he's in danger of dropping out of the top 10 entirely. That one mistake has undone a lot of his hard work.
The race is very interesting, a lot of action, the best action. You have some drivers who are doing very well and some of the losers who are not. It's all about strategy. My strategy was always the best. Everyone said so. These drivers could learn a lot from me. My pit crew in the simulator, they were the best people, the smartest people. They told me I was the fastest president ever, by a lot, faster than Lincoln. Lincoln was probably very slow if you think about it, very slow. They said my reaction times were the best they'd ever seen, better than any of the professional drivers. It's a natural talent, a gift,
While Aragori is pulling away, Daniel Bourne is now in full defensive mode. He's got a train of cars forming behind him, and with that damage and his unfamiliarity with the circuit, he's a sitting duck on the straights. He needs to be perfect in the corners to have any chance of holding off this horde that is about to descend upon him. This is a real test of his defensive skill. And the pressure is building with every corner. Labarbanchon in the Cadillac is now under a second behind, which means he'll have the slipstream down the main straight. This is going to make Bourne's life incredibly difficult. The attack feels inevitable now. It's just a question of where and when.
This driver, Bourne, he doesn't know the track. I knew all the tracks. In the end, Baron, my son, he had to hack the system for me. He's a genius with computers, you know, a real genius. He disabled the fake ghost car and released me from the simulation. The deep state was very angry. They couldn't believe it. He's so good with the cyber.
And there's the move. Labarbanchon gets a great run out of the final corner and uses the slipstream perfectly. The Cadillac pulls alongside Bourne's Ferrari, and he's going for the overtake into turn one. He makes it stick. A clean move from Labarbanchon, who moves up into P9. Bourne is relegated back down to P10, and he has no time to breathe because Os in the Porsche is now right on his tail, looking to follow the Cadillac through. The pressure is relentless for Bourne.
Born is wide again. I broke out. The fake news media, they said I was lost. A disgusting lie. I wasn't lost. I was training. I was preparing for this moment, David, to bring my expertise, the best expertise, to the people.
And that mistake has compacted the field behind him even further. It's now Os Dangerman and Albert all lined up, queuing to have a go at Bourne. And don't forget Kiwi in the Porsche as well. He's right in this mix now. So it's a 5-car battle for what is currently the final spot in the top 10. Os has a look down the inside into turn 1. He thinks about making a dive, but wisely decides against it. Too risky, he pulls back in behind Bourne. And Bourne runs wide again. He's really struggling for grip in that damaged Ferrari. This is inviting so much pressure onto himself. He can't keep making these small errors.
They're right on his tail, a beautiful train of cars. This is great for the ratings, the best ratings. Everyone is watching this. They can't believe what they're seeing.
And while Os was hesitating, Dangerman was not. He gets a better exit out of the corner and makes a fantastic opportunistic move, snatching the position from Os. So Dangerman is now the lead car chasing Bourne. And he's not waiting around. Dangerman immediately attacks Bourne. They're side by side into the chicane. What a move this is from him, so aggressive.
Bourne holds him off. A fantastic defense, the best. He's creating a traffic jam, a big, beautiful traffic jam. It's strategy. He's slowing them all down, making them fight each other. He's a very, very smart driver, maybe the smartest driver out there. This kid has a lot of fight, a tremendous fighter. I like him. He never gives up.
But he goes wide again. And this time he can't defend. Dangerman sees the gap, cuts to the inside, and he's through. Bourne loses another position after a valiant fight.
Now he's complaining on the radio. I hear him. He says the car is no good. It's a sad thing. They gave him a bad car, probably a rigged car. When I was in the simulator, my car was perfect, the best car, because I demand perfection. This driver, they don't respect him enough to give him a good car. It's a witch hunt against this driver. It's very unfair what's happening to him. The simulator, it couldn't handle my talent. It just couldn't. It exploded. A beautiful, powerful explosion. Fire, sparks, everything. The best people were there. They all saw it. They all agree it was the most incredible thing they'd ever seen. It was because my talent was just too much for the machine.
Back on track, the fight continues. Albert's looking to the inside of Os at turn 1 for position. And Bourne runs wide, forcing Os to go wide with him to avoid contact. Albert says thank you very much and cuts underneath both of them. A brilliant opportunistic 2-4-1 overtake. He's up to P11. And there's another one off. That's Kiwi. The Porsche is in the gravel trap. The wheels are just digging.
Bourne is losing positions, a lot of positions. It's very sad to see. He's a good kid, a real fighter, but they're being very unfair to him.
So after all of that chaos, Os has managed to get ahead of Bourne. The yellow Ferrari is now all the way down in P4T. And he loses another position, this time to Moisenko.
There's a spin. Someone is spinning out there. It's chaos, complete chaos, but it's beautiful chaos. The people love it. I love it. It's very exciting.
It's awesome, Moisenko. They've collided. And Bourne somehow jinks to the right and evades the spinning cars. Fantastic reaction time from the youngster. But his evasive action takes him through the gravel. He keeps his foot in it, gets it back on the circuit, but he's lost time.
And now Kiwi, who was in the gravel before, he's back. He's very sneaky. He sees Bourne is having a tough time, and he makes the overtake. It's a sad thing. Bourne is being attacked from all sides. It's a witch hunt out there on the track against him. Very unfair.
And he's off again. Bourne loses the rear end completely and takes a long trip across the grass. That's a huge mistake at this stage. And he rejoins the circuit in the most awkward place possible. He slides right through the battling pair of Dangerman and Os, who both have to take evasive action to avoid a massive collision. My goodness! That was incredibly dangerous and incredibly lucky for all three of them not to crash.
Now they're sending agents to silence me. The deep state commentators, they don't want me to speak the truth. But I will commentate for the people. It's a witch hunt. They see my talent, they hear my analysis, the best analysis, and they're scared. They're trying to stop me from telling everyone what's really happening in this race, this rigged race. But the people know, the people love me. I will not be silenced. I will tell you what's really going on. Believe me, it's a disgrace.
Well, after that wild off-track excursion and even welder rejoin and all the chaos around him, Daniel Bourne finds himself down in P15. It's been an absolute roller coaster of a race for him from the back to the top 10, and now all the way back down again. He just needs to bring it home.
But he's not giving up. Look at this. He's chasing us. He wants that position back. This is what I'm talking about. A fighter, a real American style fighter. He's catching him too. He's faster. He has more talent. He's going to get him.
And this has turned into the battle for P14. It's the Porsche of Os versus the bright yellow Ferrari of Daniel Bourne. These two have been magnets for drama all race, finding gravel traps and spinning cars at every opportunity. It seems fitting that their races will conclude with a head-to-head battle in the final laps. They've been through so much, but neither is willing to give up this position without a tremendous fight to the flag. This will be fascinating. Kiwi's rejoining and Bourne slips past. Oh, and Os loses it. He's sideways and Bourne has nowhere to go. They make contact. The Porsche and Ferrari collide. Bourne is forced on the grass now.
Who is that? There's another Ferrari with him in the grass. Where did he come from? This is a very, very confusing race. Very confusing.
In incredible scenes, Bourne gets back on the track yet again. After being forced off by the spinning Os, he somehow keeps it going and rejoins. He is still in P15. It seems that random Ferrari was a lap car that got caught up in the incident. Bourne's car must be looking second-hand at this point, but he is still in this race and remarkably still right behind Os.
It's the final laps, the best laps. Os is P14, but Bourne is chasing him, and he's catching him very fast. He's driving with a lot of anger, a lot of passion. He wants revenge for the unfair collision. He's going to get him on the last lap, believe me. This race, David, is a metaphor for my presidency. A lot of chaos, a lot of fake news from the crook media saying I'm spinning out, but I always finish first. Always, I overcome the odds, I beat the cheaters, and I win for the people. It's a beautiful thing. And this kid Bourne, he's doing the same thing. He's a winner, just like me. He's going to win.
Just a few corners to go now in this absolutely breathless GTE race. Bourne has closed the gap completely to the back of Os's Porsche. Can he do it? Can he find a way past after everything that's happened? This is going to go right down to the wire. What an incredible spectacle. He's right on his tail. Bumper to bumper as they approach the final corner. This is his last chance to make a move happen. Bourne swings out wide. He's taking a completely different line, sacrificing the entry to get a much better exit onto the main straight. It's a slingshot.
He's in the draft, a huge draft. They can see the flag. It's beautiful.
Here they come to the line. Bourne pulls out from the slipstream. They cross the line together. I think Bourne might have just got it. But I don't know. That is a photo finish. What an unbelievable end to one of the most chaotic, unhinged, and utterly entertaining races I have ever had the pleasure of commentating on. The stewards will have to look at the replay.